Good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hi, honey.
Live?
Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, thank you for coming.
Amos.
All of our friends are here.
Yes.
All of our community is here. Every Monday night, we come out.
Yep.
It's a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing. We're here in Aurora, Colorado, in front of the Geo Ice Detention Center, where Jeanette Viscara is where she was kidnapped to. She's being detained, along with many, many others in this terrible, terrible place. Many with no due process. And making life as miserable as they can, separating families. Deplorable conditions. So we are here. And we will be here until Jeanette's free, until they're all free. So this place is closed down. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you can refrain from any bad, trollish comments. Won't be tolerated tonight. So, but I'm so glad you're here to join us.
Well, I did one here a few weeks ago for the first time, and I was there too, was a little nervous.
Human foundations, the human
I found
dimensions,
this once I started, and
dimensions
it's like,
foundations for natural.
I'm in the zone. Let's do
Oh,
it.
that's good.
You did good.
That's good. That's the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI threatens us all,
And so a lot
our
of it was
families,
mostly just
our labor, our civil rights, and the environment.
Hey.
So Denver against machines,
they apply a whole lot to
touch grass,
and it's more to like
4 p.m. August 27th, 2nd at the Tabor Center.
involving
I
community in the
just
city.
saw a table. I thought,
As opposed to when
These folks
scientists come up
definitely
with a plan to restore a river and they're just like, here's this plan we're gonna execute, and we're just letting you know.
Chicano moratorium. Number one is illegal on stolen land. Colorado State Capitol, Friday, August 28th.
So they're trying to like make it
29th.
more.
I didn't bring my glasses. Join us as we continue the fight for Chicano liberation by demanding the end to deportations and contracts with private prisons, private for-profit prisons. Here's our action sheet from Defenders Union of Colorado and CWA. CWA is,
Communication Workers of America.
thank you,
I'll come back to you at third time.
action. Contribute funds to those in the fight for immigrant rights. Casa de Paz. Jeanette Viscara's link tree. This is a great one.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Jeanette Viscara's signal announcements. Call Governor Polis and tell him to stop sharing info with ICE. Contact Mayor Johnston to turn off the flock cameras.
Legislative session to propose
Demand a public budget for the public good. Here's the QR code.
I'm James, by the way.
James.
Melissa.
I got one good.
I know it's not always easy. There's a lot to be in.
So I would say that.
Chard. Chardens. Hello. You've got a top fan badge. You're number one top fan. What happened?
Yeah, the very like one of those.
Amerisha. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, sweetheart. On March 17th of this year.
Talk to me about that man before you do the
Guess my age and I'll donate. Simply,
I've had to fix somebody else's transmission recently.
Marion, how could I thank you though?
I haven't.
That's cute. I have no idea how old you are. Maybe I should say guess my age. Friends. We've got friends and family and community coming together here tonight, as usual.
Would you like a set time every week? Okay, I'll check in on Saturdays are warm.
Pacers, thank you. Thank you for thanking me. I am so, my heart is full that the community keeps coming out every Monday for months now. I was thinking about compiling all of, because we get a chance to speak with Janet from inside, from Jeanette from inside. Hopefully we'll hear from her tonight. Is this water? Cold water? Cold
You don't have to. Oh, no, it's not. I felt like last time.
Know your rights when encountering police. I've been stopped by the police to try.
Immigrants are under attack. What do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When Palestine is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Woo! Hi y'all, thank you so much for coming. My name is Shane. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm with CUSP Denver. That's Community United in Solidarity with Palestine Denver. We are so proud to be putting on this vigil with CD7 Watermelon today. Give it up for CD7 and CUSP. Yeah, as I'm sure you all know, we're here for Jeanette Vizquera, who's been detained for 4 months now. She is a political prisoner, don't get that wrong. And we're also here for every citizen who is illegally detained in that building right now.
Yes.
And we will continue to show up until they are all free. I say something, you say we, say fight back. Trump says go back.
We say fight back.
Trump says go back.
We say fight back.
Trump says go back.
We say fight back.
Trump says go back.
We say fight back.
Sweet, so I'm going to talk a little bit about what CUSP is doing right now. We have 2 major campaigns. The first one is we are trying to get the city of Denver to divest from Israel. It looks like divesting from Lockheed Martin, Palantir, Cisco, all of the evil companies that profit off of the genocide in Palestine and at the same time help fund this bullshit behind me. There's a lot of overlap with the surveillance, the apartheid, the restriction of movement. It's all the same fascist forces that we're dealing with, both across the world in Palestine and here in the so-called United States.
That's right.
So anyway, we're getting Denver to divest from Israel. We are at the very beginning of our campaign. If you would like to get involved, it looks like meeting with your city council member. You don't have to be their constituent. We just want to show them that we all care. We're meeting with all of them. We're trying to change their minds, show them what's going on. Yes, it's some lib bullshit, but it's material condition. It's a change of material conditions for Palestinians as soon as possible. So that is why I am committed to getting divestment as soon as possible. We needed it yesterday. Our second campaign is the Colorado Fast for Gaza. We are chain fasting. It's a very spiritual protest. Please only do it if you are physically able and mentally able as well. We all fast for 1 day of the week, and we have several demands. There's so many, I'm not going to read them right now, but basically it's end the genocide. And so if you're also interested in joining that or supporting that, you can give us a follow or you can talk to me. But anyway, that's enough about CUSP. Let's talk about CD7 Watermelon. I am so proud to introduce Sandy. Woo!
So I'm going to give this speech twice, the first time in English
Thank you,
and the
Jesus.
second time in
Hi,
Spanish.
Big Chief. Pumpkin, hi.
Hello, everyone.
Alice, thank you. You are good.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm truly grateful to everyone who made it out this evening. My name is Sandy Weathers. I'm a member of CD7 Watermelon. I wanted to start out by sharing a story about the first time I met Jeanette. It was 2018, and Jared Polis was running for governor. He was holding a meet and greet for the Latino community, and Jeanette was gracious enough to lend her support. We all know how powerful Jeanette's speeches are, and this one did not disappoint. Her support left a powerful impression on me and others, and he soon became our governor. So my question for all of you is, where is Jared Polis now?
That's right.
When he needed Jeanette, she was there for him. Now that she needs him, where is he? Well, I can tell you one thing. He's not here. Instead of being here, he's off at the Capitol trying to delay the new AI law. A law that was designed to protect everyday citizens like you and me from predatory AI practices. A law he himself signed just last year. Instead of being here, he is directing state employees to release personal information to ICE agents. Jared Polis is hurting our community, not helping it. This is why we must hold Governor Polis and our other elected officials like him accountable. I want to remind everyone that Polis is not the only one failing us. This picture was taken today.
What's that a picture?
It's the 4 Democratic Congresspeople.
Okay.
I want to remind everyone that our representatives, Brittany Pedersen and Joe Neguse, recently voted on a resolution that gave gratitude to ICE. This resolution also said local law enforcement should cooperate with them. These two-faced politicians had the audacity to come here today for a photo op, knowing full well they aren't going to do anything. Again, these are 2 Democrats. We must raise our voices and hold them accountable. That is what CD7 Watermelon does. We raise our voices and hold our electeds accountable. If you don't follow us already, I ask that you please do. I'm not asking because I want to increase our followers. I'm making this suggestion for those of you who want to get ideas on how to pressure your elected officials. We use different tactics, from email campaigns to town hall disruptions. There's something for everyone, no matter your comfort level. So please, if you hear one thing from me this evening, hear this. Do not remain silent. Use your voice. You can make a difference. Free Jeanette, free them all. Bienvenidos. Estoy muy agradecida a todos los que han venido esta noche. Me llamo Sandy Weathers y soy miembro de CD7 Watermelon. Quiero empezar contando la historia de la primera vez que conocí a Jeanette. Era 2018 y Jared Polis se postulaba para gobernador. Tuvo un evento con la comunidad latina. Jeanette fue muy amable y lo apoyó. Con el apoyo de Jeanette me quedé con una gran impresión y muy pronto Polis se convirtió a nuestro gobernador. Así que mi pregunta para todos ustedes es, ¿dónde está Jared Polis ahora? Cuando él necesitaba a Jeanette, ella estuvo ahí para él. Ahora que ella lo necesita, ¿dónde está él? Bueno, les puedo decir una cosa, no está aquí. Está en el capítulo tratando de retrasar la nueva ley sobre inteligencia artificial, una ley que fue diseñada para proteger a nosotros de las prácticas abusivas, una ley que él mismo firmó el año pasado. En lugar de estar aquí, está ordenando a los empleados estatales que divulguen información personal a los agentes del ICE. Y permítanle recordarles que Jared Polis es demócrata. Siempre los demócratas afirmaron ser el partido que se preocupa por los derechos de los inmigrantes. Jared Polis está perjudicando a nuestra comunidad. No nos está ayudando. Polis no es el único que nos está fallando. ¿Sabían que los representantes Brittany Patterson y John Negus votaron a ofrecer gratitud a ICE? El voto.
Yeah.
Estos dos desgraciados, sin vergüenza, vinieron aquí hoy para tomarse una foto sabiendo perfectamente que no van a hacer nada para ayudar a los detenidos. Tenemos que usar nuestras voces. Eso es lo que hace CD7 Watermelon. Usamos nuestra voz. Si aún no nos sigues en @CD7 Watermelon, te pido que lo hagas. No te lo pido porque quiero agregar seguidores. Te lo pido porque ofrecemos ideas sobre cómo presionar a los elegidos. Utilizamos diferentes tácticas. Hay algo para todos. El más importante es que no permanezcas en silencio. Usa tu voz. Puedes hacer una diferencia. Libren a Jeanette, libren a todos. Muchas gracias.
Hey, Arnie.
Hey guys, just real quickly, we brought a bunch of chairs here. Please put them to use, man. Have a seat. That's why we brought them.
Let's hear it up for Sandy one more time. My name is Sarah. I'm also part of CD7, and I'm very proud to work alongside Sandy. She is brilliant. She knows all this stuff about politicians. Also, I just wanted to make an announcement that all of our Democratic representatives also accept money from APEC.
Yep, that's right.
They have been, exactly, they're evil. We have asked them countless times to not do that, to divest from Israel, to stand with children, to stand with Palestinians that are starving to death. And each and every time they walk away, they do not want to face their own bullshit.
They're
Thank
bullshit.
you. I didn't want to say it, but
and their
yeah.
hypocrisy.
Their hypocrisy. Thank you. Okay, next we are going to have an announcement from Han, and then we're going to have some music after that from our lovely performers.
Yay.
Hey everybody, can you hear me okay? Okay, hi, I'm Han. I use they and she pronouns. I'm a part of CUS, Community United in Solidarity with Palestine. And I'll be one of your marshals today, along with Arnie. Where's Arnie? There's Arnie. Arnie's awesome. I wanted to let you know, like Arnie said, that we have some chairs over here. Can you still hear me?
No, not as well.
Yeah, I don't know why that. Should be fine.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Okay, I guess it'll stay here. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so we have chairs, we've got a bunch of snacks over there and water, we've got masks, we've got a first aid kit, so whatever you need, please help yourself, it's here for you. I wanted to talk a little bit about wearing a mask. We please ask that you wear a mask. It's important because COVID is at a really high surge right now. And as we know, our healthcare administration does not do their jobs. Donald Trump and the healthcare administration do not care about letting us know when we're at risk. And that's really unfortunate. Also going around, measles is going around again. We know that healthcare is harder to access for a lot of people. The disabled community has fought really hard for us to wear masks again. I want to give a shout out to Denver Mask Block in COVID Safe Colorado. They're there to give you free masks. They'll even deliver it to you. So I hope that as people in Colorado, we use that privilege of being able to have masks as we can. I think it's also important to acknowledge that our breath really does connect us all, connects us to the people that were abducted by ICE inside of these walls, other people incarcerated, people in Palestine, people in Congo, people in Sudan, people in Tigray. So yeah, I know it's like invisible, but it is here, unfortunately. Let's see, what else do I want to acknowledge? Oh, masks also protect you from surveillance. So that's another benefit. Also, please be aware that there's cameras here. We are on public property, so people might be filming you. So please use discretion. I do ask that if anyone's filming, I think we've kind of come to an agreement. I don't know if it was announced that we don't really love live streams because we don't know what will happen. And we don't want to give the state more evidence if anything does happen. If you're going to post photos and people's faces are in it, please at least give consent or get consent. We've got some zines over there too that acknowledge your rights that are not always upheld, unfortunately. But yeah, your rights in your home, your rights while protesting, and your rights whenever police come to you. So what's the first thing we do if a police officer approaches us? We ask, am I being detained? If they say no, leave. If they say yes, what's the next thing we say?
I want a lawyer.
Yeah, we can say, I want a lawyer. Yeah, you can say, am I being detained or am I free to go? Then you can say, I want a lawyer. I have the right to remain silent. You can say, I don't consent to further searches. All right, am I missing anything? Any safety announcements we need, y'all? Oh, I did want to mention your marshals are also here for emotional support. I know it's fucked up beyond belief that we're in a world experiencing multiple genocides and that we're right here so close to people who were abducted and taken from our communities and our families. So we're here to have conversation if you want to have conversation, or if you need some co-regulation. We'll do our best to keep you safe and let us know if you need anything.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We hope this works a little bit higher. There. My name is Jeanette. This is Emily. This is Evelyn. And you often see Jamie here, but we're also with No Enemies, which is a group that, there you go, that we really, Jamie keeps saying we're not an organization. And I say, well, we're not very organized. That's true. But we do meet once a month, and we meet to sing and do chants and make up songs, which is kind of fun. I don't know if you guys over there can hear. Can you guys hear from the speaker? Okay. I'm going to say one more thing, though, that may encourage a little movement, and that is, how many of you really like the sound of your voice, either your spoken voice or your singing voice? You just love hearing it. Unless you're about 5 and in the shower, most of you don't. So this is the secret about singing even or chanting. If there's a lot of space between you, you'll hear yourself. And that usually makes people quieter. And they go, oh, geez, I can't do this. But when you hear other people, then people get louder. So if you could take a step in from the street or wherever, and Jamie does the same thing. It's kind of like, come on in, because you'll hear yourself less, and I promise you that probably may feel better. So, no, not you.
The first song we'll do is a spiritual. It's from the tradition of spirituals in our country. It's "We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder" is the melody. And these words are from Dr. Vincent Harding, who's a civil rights leader who worked for a long time at DU. And the first verse we'll do in Spanish, and then we'll move to English. Construimos un mundo nuevo, construimos un mundo nuevo, construimos un mundo nuevo, fuertes somos hoy. Otra vez. Construimos un mundo nuevo, construimos un mundo nuevo, construimos un mundo nuevo, fuertes somos hoy. One more time. Construimos un mundo nuevo, construimos un mundo nuevo, construimos un mundo nuevo, fuertes somos hoy. We are building up a new world. We are building up a new world. We are building up a new world. Builders must be strong. Courage, sisters, don't get weary. Courage, sisters, don't get weary. Courage, brothers. Courage, brothers, don't get weary. Children. Courage, children, don't get. Though the way may belong. Though the way belong. One more time with that. Courage, sisters, don't get weary. Courage, brothers, don't get weary. Courage, people, don't get weary. Though the way be long. Rise, shine, tell your story. Rise, shine, tell your story. Rise, shine, tell your story. Rise, shine, tell your children of the light. Children of the light. That last verse one more time. Rise, shine, tell your story. Rise, shine, tell your story. Rise, shine, tell your story. Children of the light. Very nice. Okay, now a chant by the Peace Poets. The first two lines are Spanish, the second are English. We're going to call in response. Oye, mi gente, traemos la fuerza. Oye, mi gente, traemos la fuerza. La libertad es mi única bandera. La libertad es mi única bandera. Rise up, my condors, my condors, my eagles. Rise up, my condors, my condors, my eagles. No human being will ever be illegal. No human being will ever be illegal. Okay, now clap. Oye, mi gente, traemos la fuerza. Oye, mi gente, traemos la fuerza. La libertad es mi única bandera. La libertad es mi única bandera. Rise up, my people, my condors, my eagles. Rise up, my people, my condors, my eagles. No human being will ever be illegal. No human being will ever be illegal. Oye, mi gente, traemos la fuerza. Oye, mi gente, traemos la fuerza. La libertad es mi única bandera. La libertad es mi única bandera. Rise up, my people, my condors, my eagles. Rise up, my people, my condors, my eagles. No human being will ever be illegal. 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 That was the music from y'all, not from our performers.
Try one more. Gonna try one more. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, did you get cut? Hear it?
Okay, yeah, we've got Jeanette herself on the phone.
Sí, hi. Hey, Jeanette, we love you, Emma.
Hola a todos, gracias por estar aquí nuevamente cada lunes.
Hola, Jeanette. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for once again being here every Monday.
Hoy fue un día un poco agridulce. En la mañana vino una delegación de 3 representantes federales.
Today was a bit of a bittersweet day. We had 3 staff people from the Get's office present.
And the other congressman, Joe Negus and Jason Crow.
As well as Joe Negus and Jason Crow.
Diana de Guet vino a entregarme este bill privado que sometió en la Cámara de Representantes para mí.
Diana de Get came to go ahead and give me this private bill that she has gone ahead and submitted specifically for my mom's case, as she is a constituent of hers.
Esa parte es buena y se lo agradezco, pero ellos tienen que hacer más por la comunidad. Están dejándole el poder absoluto a Trump y es algo que ellos tienen que parar como representantes federales.
And in a way, it's good, but it's not enough. They must continue to push. They must continue to go ahead and take role and take leadership within their position, as they are letting, Trump go ahead and create a dictatorship.
Yo le dije que muchas gracias por el bill privado, pero como su constituyente es el deber de ella no solo hacer algo por mí, por ser mi caso un caso de perfil alto, sino por todos sus constituyentes que están aquí detenidos.
And I did go ahead and thank her, but I did also let her know that although I am a constituent of hers and my case is a little bit more high profile, she should be doing the same for all of her constituents.
De haber venido los 3 representantes. Llevo 16 largos años peleando mi caso de deportación. He estado 3 veces en este centro de detención y nada ha cambiado.
Within the 16 years, I also let them know that I have been within this center multiple times at this point and nothing has changed. The conditions remain the same.
Le pregunté varias veces que cuál era la meta de sus visitas. No es solo venir y ver a la gente por fuera a través de las ventanas como si fuera un zoológico. Somos seres humanos, somos padres y madres que estamos dejando hijos sin nuestra protección.
I asked her exactly what is your goal with these visits. As when they come, they only see us through glass windows as if we were in a zoo. These are real mothers, real fathers that are being separated from their families.
También le dije que ellos necesitaban no solo intentar hacer algo en Washington, necesitaban hacerlo, necesitaban darle una buena razón a sus constituyentes que los puso en esa posición del trabajo que tendrían que estar haciendo para no dejar que este presidente tome el control de las vidas, no solo de gente inmigrante, sino incluso de gente americana.
I also went ahead and made it known that although they must continue to push in Washington, they must give us reason as well as give us outlines as far as to what exactly they are doing for their constituents, as we have put them in this position. They are elected officials.
Entonces, por un lado estoy agradecida por el bill privado que sometió para mí, pero por otro lado estoy enojada porque no están haciendo lo suficiente y no se trata de venirme a ver a mí por ser un caso de perfil alto. Se trata de venir a ver la condición de los más de 1,400 personas que estamos detenidos aquí y más millones de personas detenidos alrededor del país que están sufriendo grandemente la separación de sus familias.
And although I am thankful for this action, for this private bill, it is important that she continues to go ahead and not only monitor just myself, but monitor the condition of this detention center. These are real people, and a lot of her constituents are going through the same thing that I am. There's millions and millions of families being torn apart at this time.
Ahorita es algo que estoy pidiendo que todos hagan en este receso de medio término, que ellos van a estar aquí en el estado, pero al igual a otras personas en sus estados, tienen que estar presionando a sus representantes federales de tomar el control, de tomar las decisiones, no dejar que alguien quiera tomar el control no solo de Estados Unidos, sino de todo el mundo con todas las decisiones erróneas que está tomando.
And although it is important to push right now during this midterm recess, it is also important to continue to push your other elected officials, whether it be a senator, whether it be federal, whether it be world leaders. Continue to push and make it known that this is not right. Family separation is not right.
Recordando que unidos somos más fuertes. En esta etapa vamos a volver a sobrevivir a estos 3 años me da coraje, me da tristeza a estos 3 años que están secuestrando a la gente de nuestra familia, porque realmente son secuestros. El 90% de la gente aquí no tiene récord criminal, no hay razón por la que tendrían que estar aquí detenidos.
And once again, together, united, we are stronger. We must continue to go ahead and battle what is going on. These are kidnappings. People are not being identified. People are being disappeared. And it's something that we must continue to keep fighting against.
Yeah. Yo sigo organizando aquí adentro, sigo viendo a mi comunidad, sigo apoyando de las maneras que puedo a la gente que está aquí detenida, pero nosotros dependemos de ustedes. Ustedes son nuestra voz. Ustedes son quien van a hacer el cambio allá afuera.
I continue to do my work from inside. I continue to go ahead and take testimonies to organize, but essentially we do take a bit of a bigger role as we are essentially their voice. A lot of the people here are being silenced, not only within being the detention center, but they lack a lot of access, as well as they restrict a lot of access for them as well.
Se va a acabar el tiempo, voy a volver a marcar. Okay. Que voy a volver a marcar.
Well, the time's about to finish, so she will call back, but I don't know who's talking. I'm gonna hand this back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Give it up for Jeanette. Y'all, if that isn't steadfastness, I don't know what is. The way that she's still in there organizing, still advocating for people, that's exactly how we should all be. If we want to be a part of this movement, we all need to be organizers, just like Jeanette. There's an Arabic term, samud, which means steadfastness, which is often used in the Palestinian resistance movement, and I think it's something we should all be inspired by, and I think Jeanette shows that as well. Okay. Do you want to do another song? Or? Okay. Maybe later? Yeah, do like two. Yeah. Cool. Okay, next up, we've got my good comrade from General Strike. Who knows who General Strike is? General Strike US. Woo! That's how we're going to shut the shit down, y'all. Anyway, give it up for Dane. Woo!
I have everything written out, otherwise I'd forget and ramble forever, so bear with me as I read from this notes page. Oh, thank you. I'm very short. Hi, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here today, and thank you to Cuss for inviting me to speak. It's always incredibly empowering to be here, see people showing up in solidarity every week, here with those who are being oppressed and held here in this facility. I do love having these weekly vigils as a space to be together in community and as a reminder of what we're fighting for. The fight to free immigrants is incredibly intertwined with the fight for freedom for all of us. Allow me a moment to introduce myself. My name is Dane, and I use they, them pronouns. I'm one of the organizers with the Denver and Colorado chapter of the General Strike US.
Yeah.
It's a national movement that's working to build towards a general strike, which is a coordinated labor, commercial, rent, and tax strike. It's an enormous effort, and it starts with organizing in our communities. We need to build mutual aid networks, connect with farmers, food drives, medics, electricians. We need to create the systems that we need to support each other when we withhold our labor and our money from the systems that exploit and oppress us. We're doing this because the systems that we live under, the ones that lock people in cages for crossing borders, that wage war and facilitate genocide across the globe, that leave people unhoused and uninsured, these systems cannot be reformed, they must be replaced. And that replacement will only come through collective action and solidarity. Our demands that we have for our general strike are intersectional because our struggles are connected. Our demands include things like immigrant justice, indigenous sovereignty, climate action, housing, LGBTQ rights, disability justice, workers' rights, and an end to U.S. imperialism. The reason we have all of these demands is because these are not separate issues. They are all part of the same fight for freedom and dignity. I know at times it can feel hopeless. Almost 250 Palestinian journalists have been murdered in the last 2 years. Trump today is forcibly displacing the unhoused population in D.C. And both Democrats and Republicans over the years have continually ramped up pressure and provided more funding to ICE, which I at this point consider a terrorist organization. So, when we show up in spaces like this, a vigil at a detention center, we're not just mourning or protesting, we're building power. We're saying none of us are free until all of us are free. And that is at the heart of the General Strike US movement. This movement we're organizing for, we know through our collective efforts and taking back our power through our labor can set all of us free. If you would like to get involved, come introduce yourself. I'd love to chat. Or you can go to generalstrikeus.com/chapters to find our Colorado chapter. And please, if a general strike doesn't sound like something where you'd really like to pitch in right now, I would really like to encourage you to check out all of the other organizations here, like Aurora Unidos, CUSP, CD7. Visit the tables here, grab some flyers. There are many orgs doing incredibly important work, and we all have our own individual passions and skill sets. I do see quite a few faces I recognize out here. I see you all coming out here repeatedly making that effort to just show up. I know it can be hard at times, but with each individual person who shows up, it's making an impact just by coming out and showing support to the community. Every single one of you makes our chants and our sound on our songs louder, and it reminds those inside that we're out here fighting for them. So I would like to take a moment to lead us all in two chants. First will be in English, the second one will be in Spanish. They're two different chants. So the first one, it's call and repeat, so I'll say it and you can repeat after me. We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Okay, one more time, and let's use all of our energy. I'll also ramp my energy up for this one.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Beautiful, thank you all. The second one that I have here is in Spanish. It just means the people united will never be defeated in Spanish. I'll say it all together once so that we can all hear the Spanish. It's El Pueblo Unido jamás será vencido. So I'll do El Pueblo Unido. You can repeat after me, and then we'll do the second line. El Pueblo Unido
El Pueblo Unido
jamás será vencido.
jamás será vencido.
El Pueblo Unido
El Pueblo Unido
jamás será vencido.
jamás será vencido.
El Pueblo Unido
El Pueblo Unido
jamás será vencido.
jamás será vencido.
Beautiful, thank you all, and thank you, Cusp, again for letting
Thank
me
you.
speak. Love you guys.
Thank you, Jonathan. You're exactly right. There's nothing wrong with wearing a mask. COVID is on the rise.
So
Well,
what
here
we can
that-
do
or
is
comprom-
to use our money for
compromised.
good instead of putting our money into
And many folks
corporations,
are doing
into
it
these
because
other
there's a lot
groups
of
that
surveillance.
are
Exactly,
fueling
Jonathan.
genocide, fueling geo, right? And one of the places that you can put your money that you know is going to go to a good place is with my friends, Slice of Hope. Nikki, would you like to come and tell them all about the amazing Slice of
Hey everyone. Today Slice of Hope is here, and Slice of Hope is a grassroots collective that started last spring of 2024, with people who just wanted to take action. We wanted to start trying to change the material conditions, and we need to send money to Gaza. Then we later expanded our operations to also send proceeds to Sudan. So now we have proceeds going to both Gaza and Sudan. So the way we do that, we fundraise by what we call exchanging gifts for donations. So we have a variety of different gifts on our table. Some of it is sourced from a third generational shop in Al Quds in the West Bank. And that's where we get our Hirbawi kafiyas. Other things that we have are donated by local community members to help us fundraise, and we're able to send money directly to those impacted by genocide weekly. And it's the bare fucking minimum that you can do is donate. We all also need to be taking action. I want to take a second to also honor our martyrs. Yesterday, the state of Israel martyred 5 of Al Jazeera's crew members
That's
in
right.
Gaza City. Much
They were
like
targeted.
yes, they were targets of the state, much like Jeanette was a target of the state. So we have to do everything in our power to act to try to take this fucking colonial monster down. Yeah. That's all I have to say.
Give it up for Nikki. Yo, go support Slice of Hope. Slice of Hope does amazing work, and they work so hard, and I'm so proud to be a part of them. They're amazing. Go buy a kafia. They're beautiful.
They are beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, next up, some more music. Woo!
This is a song by Dr. Bernice Johnson Reagan, and we'll sing this chorus part, and then Jeanette is gonna sing some of the verses.
Yeah.
So we can start with the chorus and we'll sing.
Thank you for joining us tonight, guys.
We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Till the killing of brown men, brown women's sons, is important as the killing of white men, white women's sons. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Till the beating of black men, black women's sons, is important as the beating of white men, white women's sons. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Great. I want to try something out with you, and you can tell me afterward if you like it, love it, hate it, whatever. This comes from Audre Lorde. I think this is a time for those of you, some of you are old enough, I can tell, who have done this for decades. This is sort of the time in movements that people grow tired and they say, we've been marching, we've been doing stuff, and it's not working, it doesn't do anything. It's also the time when people trying to work together split. And it's also the time I hear, and you can tell me if you hear this too, a lot of my friends say, we got to get more like them. We got to get more mad. We got to get more hateful. We got to get more mean. We are too nice. We are... Okay, well, you come afterward and we'll have that talk. But this comes from Audre Lorde. And from my experience for a long time, she said, you don't take down the master's house by using the master's tools. You just don't. And especially when you have a consolidated power now like we have not seen between the military, ICE, the police, and across the board, and a Supreme Court now, and a Congress that we've never seen all in one fell swoop on the same side. Just not seen it. So here we go. Okay, so here's the call and response. See if you like it, and you can tell me later. You don't take down the master's house by using the master's tools. You don't take down the master's house
by using the master's tools. We know that hate doesn't make us great, so try a golden rule. We know that hate doesn't make us great, so try a golden rule. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's how it's got to be. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's how it's got to be. Because a world that works for everyone creates no enemies. Because a world that works for everyone creates no enemies. One more time. Okay. You don't take down the master's house by using the master's tools. You don't take down the master's house by using the master's tools. We know that hate doesn't make us great, so try a golden rule. We know that hate doesn't make us great, so try a golden rule. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's how it's got to be. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's how it's got to be. Because a world that works for everyone creates no enemies. Because a world that works for everyone creates no enemies.
Woo-hoo! Yeah. Yeah, we can do another one. One song we usually do is Danos un Corazón. Raise your hand if you've sung this one. Yeah, so you know it. You're gonna hook me up. Oh, and the person that wrote this song is Juan Antonio Espinosa. Danos su corazón grande, grande para amar. Danos un corazón fuerte, fuerte para luchar. Danos un corazón grande, grande para amar. Danos un corazón fuerte, fuerte para luchar. Danos un corazón.
Give us a heart
Grande, grande para amar.
that's big enough to love.
Danos un corazón.
Give us a heart
Fuerte para luchar.
that's strong enough to struggle or fight.
Danos un corazón. Grande, grande para amar. Danos un corazón. Fuerte, fuerte para luchar.
One more time.
Danos un corazón grande, grande para amar. Danos un corazón fuerte, fuerte para luchar.
Okay, next we have Mia, who's going to read a poem that they wrote. I'm assuming. Yes? Yes. Okay. Let's hear it up for artists, because art. Using your art, using your voice is also one way we can fight back. So whether that's through poetry, through music, I'm a dancer. So, you know. Anyway.
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I did write this by myself. My name is Mia, as she said. As they said, I'm sorry, I don't know your pronouns. My pronouns are she, her. And yeah, I'm gonna get started. I decided that was like a good way to make things awkward.
Is this protesting the DC takeover as well? I'm not sure.
I feel nauseous. Every day I come into work. Every day I'm expected to act as if everything is okay outside of the work documents on my computer. I'm expected to laugh along with my coworkers about their dog learning a new trick. I'm expected to guide my students to resources, but not be their source of comfort, because I'm told politics has no place in our work. I'm expected to accept budget cuts without really talking about why it happened. As I eat my lunch quietly, as I'm expected to, I pull up Instagram on my phone and I'm faced with red-rimmed and bloodshot eyes, sunken cheeks, and swollen bellies. I find children and teenagers eating grass and digging and digging and digging for handfuls of flour lost in the never-ending Gazan sand. I find mothers crying over their child's body and children doing the same. I feel my lunch rise in my throat, my body unable to grasp the irony of how it's willing to let go of food that these people have no access to. But I swallow it down. I let the bile burn my throat and the food sink like a rock in my stomach. I swallow it down because that's what I'm expected to do. I go home, hoping for release, hoping my nausea will wilt. Instead, I find fear. I find my family submerged in it. Fear for the Palestinians being ruthlessly murdered in Gaza, and fear for the families being torn apart in our country, for the mothers and fathers being stolen from their kids' elementary graduation, from kids being taken off the streets in broad daylight and placed into these concentration camps they call detention facilities. Fear for the possibility that it could be us. The fear has pushed the nausea to root itself all throughout my being. From my toes to my head, I feel as if it's taking over. Almost as if I gag too hard, I will vomit out my diminishing soul. I'm suddenly overcome with the urge to scratch and peel away at my own skin, wondering if I can make it a blanket to bring a sliver of comfort to people stuck in these concentration camps. Or I wonder if I can break open my chest and use my heart to feed the starving in Gaza. I fold in on myself, letting the nausea and the fear swallow me whole. I immerse myself in this futile feeling, wanting to slowly rot away into another lifetime where everything doesn't feel so hopeless. My phone dings, startling me out of my reverie. I find a message from my friend telling me we should go to a protest together. Swept in the overwhelming whirlpool of negativity, I forgot about my community. I didn't recall the people who are feeling the exact same nausea, the exact same fear, the exact same hopelessness, and the exact same rage as me. The realization of my community fighting encourages me and helps me reach two understandings. One, the nausea will be present, but I won't allow it to overwhelm me. Two, the oppressor's oppression is fueled by my fear and my hopelessness. Thank you. Give it up, give it up. If we want to live in a liberated world, we have to act in liberated ways. Art is doing just that. Free Jeanette! Free Jeanette! Free them all! Free them all! Free Jeanette! Free Jeanette! Free them all! Free them all! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Within our lifetime! Within our lifetime! Okay, y'all. As you all know, we're living under fascism, and that means that we need to take care of each other. And one huge way to do that is mutual aid. So I am so proud and honored to introduce Viria of Mutual Aid Monday.
Yeah! You're right. APAC is evil. I agree.
Hola.
Hola.
I'm sorry, all I know. Spanish, I'm really working at it, but that's about it. So I do the Duolingo every night. So I'm getting better. So these are really desperate times we're living in. And I can't believe, it's just getting worse and worse. It's really hard to, I don't know about you, but when I wake up, I want to check the news, but I don't want to check the news. There's so much going on. And like this morning, what the fuck is he doing? He's going to take over DC and then other cities. I can't deal with it, It's really hard to watch, hard to listen to. It's hard to watch videos of bombings, of kids torn apart, kids starving, women, children, anybody starving. It's just unbelievable. And it's really frustrating. I just can't do anything, I don't know what to do. I can't go over to Gaza and feed some people. It's not out of my world. I can't do that. But you know what I can do? I can work locally. Yes. Mutual aid. Yes. Mutual aid is really the way to go, I think. I mean, it is so inspiring. We started, I'm one of the founders of Mutual Aid Monday. So, and I've been ordained for 15 years. So. I'm a Buddhist nun, if you didn't know. So we can work locally. Well, I mean, what is mutual aid? I know all of you probably already know this, and you probably know more about fascism than I do, but I put a few words together, and here's one definition of mutual aid that I really like. It's a political resistance that supports agency for the folks in oppressed groups. I really like that because it really differentiates it from charity. We are supporting agency. So, it's collective, I'm gonna put my glasses on. Collective coordination to meet needs of each other, believing that the systems are not serving us. We have to dismantle the systems. Mutual aid is not, if you look at Mutual Aid Monday, you might think, oh, they hand out food and gear and harm reduction. And no, I mean, we do that every Monday. But what we really do is build community, build trust. Sure, I'll probably move away again, but that's okay. Am I not speaking loud enough? Okay. So, okay, sure, thank you. All right, so the mutual aid has twofold. One is that we provide whatever your mutual aid group you're doing or you provide some sort of resources, maybe legal aid, harm reduction, food, whatever. You're providing something to help people to be able to live, survive. That's mutual aid. But just as important, the twofold part is about empowering folks, about including folks in this in some of these programs that you're doing. We at Mutual Aid Monday, we try very hard to include folks who are unhoused, who come down there. It doesn't always work out so well, but I mean, mostly because unhoused, they're very busy with just trying to stay alive. But so ma'am started down there at 14th and Bannock on Mondays because that is where City Council meets on Mondays. And the whole idea was to provide the gear. It was getting to be winter, and a few of us decided, this is, I can't believe, I couldn't believe they do sweeps in the winter. So I thought, well, people need gear and stuff. And then we also decided that we would try to build community, empower folks, and take them into the city council and help them to have a voice. So that was the twofold of Mutual Aid Monday, and that's twofold of really, I think, what mutual aid is about. Okay, somebody told me I had to look up a definition of fascism today, so I did. Fascism is far-right, authoritarian, ultra-nationalist political ideology with a dictatorial power cult figure. Well, I mean, does this fit what we have? Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's just, yeah, we can't pretend. I mean, this is time we have to do something. So how can mutual aid erode fascism? You're wondering? Yeah, okay. There's a few ways. First of all, we can erode fascist control by empowering people to rely on each other, not the state, not corporations. We can counter fascism by fostering empathy, connection, and interdependence. All these things just are so opposed to what fascism is about. So we just focus on that. Mutual aid fights the divisiveness of which fascism feeds. I mean, that is so true. And so I don't know, it's hard, sometimes it's hard to connect that we're fighting fascism by organizing people and giving them food. but it is true. It is really true. I'll show you. I have some examples of how it's worked. Because mutual aid is the opposite. It centers cooperative care, horizontal relationships, and leadership, and collective survival. Okay, so I have two examples from our community here. One is HAND, House Keys Action Network Denver.
Yeah.
And what they did last winter, I think it was, I'm not sure when, they organized a migrant tenant union, and they brought a lot of press, and it was over on Dallas Street. They were trying to evict everybody out of there, and so they really worked hard, and they brought in a lot of money, and they organized and learned together and worked together, and many of them got out to new apartments, but some of them were still there, and the ICE was threatening. They're going to come and raid them, and so V from HAND and others, they went around. I mean, just talking about the rights, talking again and again and again and again about your rights and what you should do if they come to your door. And so, the morning they did, he's pounding on the door, and they're like, "Do you have a warrant?" "I don't want to talk to you."
They knew what to say.
They knew what to say. They knew what to say. Nobody from that apartment building was taken that day.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Another brief example of how mutual aid works. I think that the court watch and court accompaniers, try and say that, I did it right, accompaniers, they are folks that are down at the federal courthouse, and they're offering information about their rights. They're meeting with migrants as they come for their court cases, and watching out for ICE, trying to see if it's safe, So, and then what's really mutual aid about this is that then they offer this information, and it's migrants can decide if they're safe or not, if they should leave, come or go, or should we walk them back to their car. And I love this group. I love doing it, mostly because, and I'll tell you, you should just sign up for this, because at the end of the morning or the afternoon, when their court cases are done and they come out, I mean, they're so scared going in. You're like, it'll be okay, just you feel okay. Yeah, I haven't seen any ICE here today, so good luck. You're like, and then they come out and they're all smiles. They're hugging and smiling, and they're so happy. They're so happy that they are going to go home that night. That is, if you ever want to get replenished with your radical work, that's something you can do. I love it. Yeah. So, and I will say too, how it's working. It's terrible that they did anyone, but our last ICE detention at courthouse was June 17th. I think it's the court watchers. And I mean, we're all like different spectrum of political, like some liberal, some, I am not liberal, I am some not liberal. And, but I must say, the liberal folks are stepping up at Court Watch. Yeah, the old gray-haired liberal folks. It's like, yay. So, anyway, if you're interested in that at all, just ask me. So that it works. It works. Mutual aid works. So it offers real hope and dignity by showing that care and cooperation work to meet needs, to offer protection, to save lives. Mutual aid offers a vision of society that is not based on fear, hatred, division, domination. As my guru says, we are all interconnected in a web of kindness. I think that's what mutual aid is.
Yeah.
Give it up for Viria.
Yeah.
That is someone who I look up so much to.
Me too.
I hope you all do too.
Me too.
And there are many mutual aid groups in Denver, Aurora, all over Colorado. You can find a good graphic of a lot of different mutual aid organizations on CUS highlights. But for right now on Instagram, right now we like to highlight lunch punks. So Corinne, you want to come up?
Hello.
Hello.
I'll introduce myself. I'm just a nobody who helps out with lunch punks here in Aurora. We've been going for the last 2 years. We show up, rain, snow, or shine. If you are looking for somebody to help out with, show up, whatever, by all means, everybody's always welcome and everybody's always, able to eat or participate. I don't have a whole lot to say. Things are fucked up, and I think we can all agree. But I did want to say one thing, and it's really simple. A hammer is just a hammer, and if you're afraid to pick it up because it was used by evil men, you'll never be able to build something new on the rubble of the master's home. So I say, no gods, no borders, and no more masters, so we can use our tools to build up each other and our communities again. Fuck ICE and fuck Nazis.
Lunch Punch is dope, y'all. You should join. It's every Thursday at 5. Okay. Look at her. Next up, we got another CUS member. We got Liv. Woo!
What's up, y'all? I'm Liv. I'm a member of CUS. Let me know if I'm being too quiet. You can just yell at me. I want to do a little bit of a call and repeat. Money for public education!
Money for public education!
Not for ICE and deportation!
Not for ICE and deportation!
Money for public education!
Money for public education!
Not for ICE and deportation!
Not for ICE and deportation!
When we chant this, it's a call to action. We are calling out the government, saying we see what you're doing with our money. Using it to build concentration camps in our city. Separating parents from their children. Locking up hard-working people with families and lives. We, the people of Aurora, we're pissed.
That's right. That's right.
You cannot use our money to hunt and persecute us.
That's right.
You cannot expect us to be silent while this is happening to the people who make Colorado beautiful.
That's right.
This is our neighbors, y'all. These aren't people who came here yesterday. These are people we grew up with.
That's right.
You cannot have America without immigrants.
That's right.
And I would love to say that this neo-colonial state soon forgets its own roots, but I don't think that's the case. We are all aware of the monstrosities that our ancestors have created.
Yeah.
We know about the genocides of indigenous people.
That's right.
Yet the murder and the abuse of the descendants of those tribes continue today.
That's right.
We know about the massacres and the forced displacement of Asian communities. Yet Asian hate crimes are rapidly increasing nationwide. We know about slavery and how the white oppressor got rich at the cost of over 50 million black lives. Yet the systems that are fundamentally anti-black and anti-brown, like police systems, HOAs, and immigration policy, are celebrated and even considered symbols of status among Americans. Hold up. Yeah, no, stay mad.
We are mad.
Forced displacement. Oh, my fault. Okay, I thought I had this memorized, y'all. Okay.
You're good.
Forced assimilation, racial segregation, non-consensual sterilization. We know that America is evil. America knows it's evil. That is why they are trying to hide the truth. Censorship, bans, books, shadow banning. They know that if they stopped oppressing brown people, they're not going to stop because it's not profitable to do so. Don't let them lie to you. This has happened before. Democracy is a lie, and the system only cares about you if you can write a check for it. When we chant money for public education and not for ICE and deportation, it is a call to action. We are demanding that the government stop investing in the systems that oppress the people who pay the system. We need money for roads and in classrooms and for things that will bring Colorado together, not divide us. People like Jared Polis and Michael Bennett are threats to education, and they're threats to Colorado. If we want a united Colorado, we need to protect public education, not laws like Tabor that make the rich richer. We need the money from Tabor back. Do you know that Tabor has taken over $4 billion annually from schools alone? Do you know that Michael Bennett and Jared Polis are advocating for the privatization of education, which would only help the wealthy and mostly the white? If we care about our brown kids, we need to protect our public schools. Now, if y'all want to strategize, I'll be over there. Come talk to me. Free Palestine, free Jeanette, and save public education.
Money for jobs and education! Not for ICE and deportation! Money for jobs and education! Louder! Not for ICE and deportation! El pueblo unido jamás será vencido!
Unido jamás será vencido.
La migra, la policía, la misma porquería. Trump says, go back. We say, fight back. Go back. We say, fight back. Anyway, give it up for Liv. That's my good comrade. Woo! Everything Lynn said was straight facts, and I hope you all were listening. Anyway, thank you for getting the energy up. Let's make it a little more community care. Get some music back in the vibes. Woo!
Okay. Here's another spiritual from those enslaved folks that founded our country and built our wealth.
I love this song.
This song was also used in the civil rights movement and is very powerful. Oh, the one
Thing we did right was the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on, hold on. Oh, the one thing we did right was the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on, hold on. Well, the one thing we did right, it was the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on, hold on. Well, the one thing we did right, it was the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
This is another African American spiritual used in the Chicano civil rights movement. We'll sing it in Spanish first, and then we'll sing it in English. No, 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 no nos moverán. No, 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 no nos moverán.
Thanks for being here as a warrior. Thanks for being here so I can ask. John O'Public, thanks for being here.
No, 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 no nos moverán. No, 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 no nos moverán como un árbol firme junto al río. No nos moverán.
Estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha, no nos moverán. Estamos en la lucha, no nos moverán como un árbol firme junto al río. No nos moverán.
Okay, English.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved.
One more time.
Hold on a second.
We shall not.
Hold on. I just want to interject. There's no emotion that's inappropriate during these times, is there? No. If you're rage, I mean, I appreciated the poem. I appreciated the words of our sister. If you're enraged, you're enraged. If you're crushed and you're hurt, you're hurt. Whatever you are, you are. The thing that I'm fighting with, and maybe some of you are, is the idea that, how do I not take the bait? Because there's bait being put out. That I take my emotion and I spend it all online, doing something stupid, talking to somebody for no reason. That I take the bait and I get angry at somebody who's not going to make any difference. And so in this whole process, I'm trying to teach myself to use different words. Thank you for the poem. A deportation center is a euphemism. It gives the impression that people are detained a day or so. And then it's decided what happens and they leave. Every time we use the language we've been given, we go along with that idea that's false. And so I try to use the word internment center because we have a history of it with Japanese internment. We just passed a $45 billion bill to build camps, internments, tents all over the country. 6 sites are being looked at here. And I think this coming week, people are going down to Walsenburg because they're trying to open that up again. So some of you, if you can go, please go down. I think it's at noon. I don't know the day of it. But
It's on Friday.
Thank you, Friday. So those are the kinds of things. Concentration camp. There's a lot of people in this country that need to hear the difference between they're just detaining these folks, it's okay. This is a concentration camp. They have no idea when they'll get out, and you have no idea how they're being treated. So we will not be moved does not mean we're not entitled to our emotions, but it means we need to be smarter, we need to not take their bait, and we need to use the language that's the truth. So we will not be moved. Stay in this struggle.
Well said.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved.
Can we do it in Spanish again?
My kindergarteners sing this song in Spanish.
No, 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 no nos moverán. No, 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 no nos moverán como árbol río no nos moverán. No, 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 no nos moverán. No, 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 no nos moverán como un barco firme junto al río. No nos moverán.
Estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha, no nos moverán. Estamos en la lucha, no nos moverán como un barco firme junto al río. No nos moverán.
Also, at this wonderful table over here, there are Jeanette t-shirts for purchase, and all those proceeds goes to Jeanette's legal fund. You can wear it with pride, and when people come up to you and they ask you questions about your shirt, you can say all the wonderful things about Jeanette, right? It's a way to start conversation. It's a way to show your solidarity. It's a way to, again, mutual aid and all those wonderful things.
The least
Next,
you could do.
It's the least you can do, right?
That's right.
Bare minimum, bare minimum. Next, we have Joel from, wow.
Yeah.
I know the word. Yeah, I know. My brain just went, Aurora Unidos.
That's all right.
I know who you are. If you don't know Joel, I mean, come on. How do you not know Joel?
We know Joel. Hey, Joel.
All right, and I gotta move this down a little bit. Hey, good evening, everybody. Thanks so much. I was told to keep it brief. Thanks, Arnie. Before I start, 3 things. That's the brief thing. First, thinking a lot about power right now. We've got a lot of groups here that represent different elements of a thriving society. If you're already familiar, go chat with them. If they're brand new to you, go chat with them. We've got folks from Dasher who have not even come up to speak. Yeah. We've got folks from 2 different groups that try to make sure we feed our neighbors. There's kind of nothing more radical than making sure your neighbors have eaten.
Yeah.
Labor rights, immigration rights, and the global movement to demilitarize. That's all here. So first, a round of applause for yourselves and each other. We'll see if I earn one later on.
Is that right, John?
Second, I'm going to be talking about the Democrats. That's right. That's all good. Yep, correct. And I'm going to be talking about something that happened this past weekend. But first, I want to talk about United States Senator Slotkin. You may say it again. Correct. A CIA operative turned United States Senator.
That's right.
Famously missed the vote on blocking arms sales to Israel a couple weeks ago.
So she could be on John Colbert.
So she could be on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The headline from The Hill, Slotkin says she would have voted to block arms sales to Israel. I say this because between Sandy, who spoke earlier and did so beautifully, between her speaking and me coming up here, it was announced that the Jefferson County Democrats will be hosting her as their keynote speaker later in September.
The Democrats pull that shit all the fucking time.
True, and true. And then the third thing before the prepared remarks, I promise I'll be quick, Arnie, I promise you. Shortly after Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, I have a friend who is a Unitarian minister who wrote beautifully. This is in September of 2020. Pandemic is ongoing. It still is ongoing, but we did not know at that time what the fallout would be. Her name's Sadie. She's in North Carolina now. I just want to read part of this just on the topic of power. This is what is revealed over and over. It was always only us. It was never the electeds and the appointeds. If you want heroes, read the comics. If you want saints, try Catholicism. But look for neither in our political landscape. It was always only us, feeding each other, loving each other, persuading each other, failing each other, trying again. Us with the power, us with the ancient and sacred obligation to be our brother's keeper. Frightened of our own power and our own responsibility, we mourn the crumbling of the dam we thought would hold it all together a little longer. But if the coming rush of water threatens to drown, let us remember that we are the sea, that you are a drop, that drops of water turn a mill, but singly none, that the people gonna rise like the water. There is so much to do, and in the final accounting, however it comes, you will want to have done it. Weep then, weep for the future, weep for the sorrows to come, weep for the sharp pain of this reminder. It is we who will save us. It is strikes, riots, strategy, money. It is tenderness and revolutionary love. It is discipline, spiritual strength, commitment to one another and to a better world. Another world is possible. All right, now to the prepared stuff. Good evening, friends and neighbors. My name is Joel, and the most important thing about me is that I grew up right here in Aurora after my family came here after surviving the Holocaust, and tonight we're gathered in the shadow of a modern concentration camp. Tonight I'm here to speak in concrete terms about those who have sought elected leadership in the city of Aurora and throughout Arapahoe County. For over a year, the Democrats have preached about the primacy of our democracy and how it must be maintained at all costs. Facilities like this one are wildly unpopular. They are an aberration of our morality, our human and religious commitments to one another as humans on this planet, and the laws guaranteed to every resident of this nation, regardless of documentation. In a true democratic system, our hard-earned tax dollars would be spent on improving life for our neighbors, not putting them in camps or separating them from their children. Earlier today, I printed these earlier. I saw it on Instagram, thought you all needed to see. Earlier today, our 4 Democrats in the United States House attempted a visit to this facility. They do not deserve a cookie for doing their jobs, and this should have happened months ago. But we, of course, commend them for showing up, I guess. I felt better about that earlier.
It's the bare minimum.
It's true. However, this action comes just 2 days after the Arapahoe County annual fundraiser featured Amy Klobuchar as the keynote speaker at Jason Crow's invitation. In the past few weeks, Senator Klobuchar celebrated that a federal prison in Duluth, Minnesota would stay open. Quote, "I emphasize the harmful impact its closure would have on the employees who work there, as well as their families, and the regional economy." Who wants to just yell out numbers? How many people do you think that facility employs?
500.
The prison comprises 89 jobs in the city of 90,000 residents. Duluthians and Minnesota broadly, like Aurorans and Colorado more broadly, deserve leadership who understand that, yes, we need to protect jobs and working conditions, but doing so absolutely must not happen at the expense of our immigrant neighbors, nor in the service of the destruction of our constitutional rights. We should expect any leader. Hi, we're here. We're here. We're not going anywhere. We should expect any leader who ever campaigned on a platform against Donald Trump to be here with us, defending our neighbors against an incursion of their lives and communities. The poem says, "First they came," but I disagree. Any harm brought to anyone in our community is an attack on each and every one of us, and every disappeared neighbor is tantamount to breaking our collective heart. I can't quite do what you do, but it's different stylistically, but similar in passion. So I'm here to ask you to do both of the following action items. First, get involved with one of the many organizations who are supporting working people directly. CUSP, General Strike, Aurora Unidos, AFSC is here. We've got the Court Watch folks. We must show our neighbors, our elected officials, and our children what is taking place in our community is anathema to what we believe. Yes, the federal government should be spending aggressively on public schooling, as Liv said, on public hospitals, community clinics, including affirmative health care for children, parents, the elderly, those with disabilities, and on technologies that will halt the climate crisis. Again, that's thing number one. Chat with the folks at these tables. Excuse me. Second, and this one's a little more serious, a little more urgent. Some of you may know that the Trump regime's budget, and I'm not calling it by that damn name, has resulted in a special session of the Colorado State Legislature, which will start next week on Thursday, the 21st. Our legislators have already cut nearly $1 billion from our budget in the last cycle, that's before Trump took office, with catastrophic consequences for our state. And they're going to meet starting next Thursday to cut another $750 million from our state budget. Others have already spoken about some of these things tonight. I'm just trying to wrap it up in one concise package as best I can. We know that Governor Polis will gladly sell us out to the AI companies and other industry leaders if he thinks that will improve his chances at running for president in 2028. As a matter of fact, Polis has already sold out immigrant communities back in June when he instructed the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment to share information of sponsors of unaccompanied minors in the state with ICE. The CDLE won that lawsuit against the Polis administration and did not comply with the order, but we do not know how many other agencies have been asked to share information with ICE, and of those, how many complied. It is imperative that we all show up, each and every one of us, to ensure that our parade of conservative Democrats in the state legislature do not cut the funding for our way of life, our schools, our public hospitals, programs that help working people stay just barely afloat. Please talk with the organizers here. James, if you don't mind waving your hand. We have union organizers here who are leading our organizing. We don't know what this is going to look like. A special session does not follow the same rules as normal session. We do not know if or when we will get to testify. We may learn that we get to testify in person the day of. I know General Strike is working on a really lovely event. I don't know if it's public. Sorry, it is now. It's okay. Sorry, I'm good. To hold. Oh, great. There's flyers. Get them from Dane and folks. General Strike's working on an event for the 22nd, the next day. I believe that's Friday, to bring more awareness and accountability to Palantir. Folks, this is critical. Yeah, thank you. Please, absolutely.
Palantir.
Please talk to any of the organizers here today to learn more. Please talk to all of them, including Slice of Hope, Aurora Nidos, and Jeanette's family. They all have a lot to say, and frankly, fundraisers going on. This keffiyeh comes from Slice of Hope. The t-shirt comes from the Jeanette table. We are going to work across union groups, immigration groups, education rights groups, and religious groups to mobilize a mass movement at the state capitol to ensure that the people, not the profiteers, win this special session.
Yeah.
Guys, that's all I have. I appreciate it.
Free Jeanette.
And of course, free Jeanette. Free them all. Free Jeanette. Free them all. Thanks, everyone.
Give it up for Joel. Hey, I know this has been long. Stand up if you're willing and able and shake out your feet, shake out your knees, shake out your thighs, shake out your hips, your arms, your shoulders. Get back in your body. These topics are heavy. These topics are real, and they have a real toll on our bodies. But we stay strong. We continue to occupy this space for Jeanette.
That's right.
Because she asked us to.
That's right.
Free Jeanette.
Free Jeanette.
Free them all.
Free them all.
Free Jeanette.
Free Jeanette.
Free them all.
Free them all.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Palestine!
Free! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Within our lifetime!
Within our
So
lifetime!
thank you for doing that. Feel free to get up, stretch, do whatever you need to do. Don't feel confined to this space. We're all free here. And I am so proud to announce our next speaker, Kareem! Woo!
Hi everyone, I will keep it brief, mostly because I didn't prepare anything to say, and it's kind of a tough act to follow. Some of you all are very passionate. So I'm Palestinian, I'm also gay, we exist. And, you know, being a Palestinian kid, like being from a Palestinian family, I remember every single high school project was about Palestine, and I was the only one talking about it. So I would have never imagined this much groundswell. I think the one silver lining to so many of my people being martyred is that it kind of brought us all together. So I don't want to get all mushy, but I really, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate the solidarity from you all. And also I want to, give a shout out to Shane, because I do public speaking for my job. I still get nervous every single time. So that's why I respect all of the energy that you all bring to this. Like, you can see how it's making me nervous. I appreciated what the first speaker said about how migration is biological. I'm an entomologist, I study insects. The monarch butterfly, they have to cross the border to get here, part of their life cycle. When Trump was building his border wall in 2016, a lot of, not just monarch, but a lot of animal habitat was destroyed for that border wall, like the Texas Butterfly Center. So not just humans, but animals, we all move across the border. It's a natural thing that shouldn't be criminalized. The whole purpose of this big piece of shit facility is to trick you into thinking that it's not the billionaires who are your enemy, it's the migrants working at like kitchens and doing the actual, actually important work. And, not only is migration biological, but if they didn't want migration, they shouldn't have gone into all these countries in South America and destroyed them in the 50s. I mean, in El Salvador, they elected a moderate socialist, like a Bernie Sanders type socialist, Jacob Benz, and the CIA came and violently assassinated him. And by the way, these are all things the CIA has publicly admitted to, but when I talk about it, I sound like I have a tinfoil hat on. And they did the same thing in Chile. They assassinated Allende and they replaced him with Pinochet. There's so many examples.
We've done hundreds.
Hundreds. I mean, every single country in South America, in Asia. Like I said, I'll keep it brief. We don't have time to go through all of them, but yeah. And another reason I know they don't care about migration is because Trump's ex-boyfriend came here on a student visa, Elon Musk. So yeah, he's a billionaire though, so he's okay.
His wife,
yeah. I wonder who's the bottom. And the last thing that I want to say is, well, two more things. One, I am a plant pathologist, so I specialize in teaching about horticulture, entomology. I feel like that's the skill that I have to offer. So if anyone wants any help with their garden or to teach classes about gardening, farming, that is my whole thing. So please use me. I do this kind of work as part of my job, which I can't name because they're extremely racist. People who work with Plants for Palestine know who I'm talking about, but I need a job. And lastly, I think that nonviolence is really important, and I would never do anything violent. But also, remember when that CEO got killed? Remember how nice that was? United Healthcare, they approved so many claims in the wake of that assassination that one of their investors, BlackRock, actually sued them for not protecting shareholder value. So I think that nonviolence is very important. We need our Martin Luther Kings, but also our Malcolm X's. And, I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you, moderators, for doing your job. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that last part, like 1,000 times.
That's right.
Start building communities where you are protecting each other, where you're training for this shit. Like, in all seriousness, start working on that. Okay, last but certainly not least, the best dressed baddie and my friend, Rakaya.
It's always beautiful.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum.
My name is Rakia.
speak Arabic, you can call me Raqaya. Both of them are correct. My mom is Moroccan and my dad is Senegalese, so that's how both pronunciations are right. I was unfortunately born here. That's something I've said for the past 10 years, which is the time I've been in this country. I got here in 2014, and it feels like my life has been going downhill ever since. I got to learn about all of the destruction all within a year. I got here in 10th grade, learned about US history, instantly hated this country because I could not believe that on the other side of the Atlantic, that was something I was proud of. I was telling everybody that I was a that I was a US citizen and that my country was fighting for freedom. Now, I did know about Palestine. However, I did not know how entrenched this country was in Zionism and how oppression was just part of the norm here, right? And over the years, I got to learn how they managed to do that, right? They just divide and conquer. And I know that we all repeat that, but I don't know that we all fully grasp it. Because when you have a person who is as black as I am, telling me that I'm dirty because I'm African, that's something that they had taught you from a young age. When you have a Mexican literally insulting a person from El Salvador, from Honduras, that's something that they taught you to hate one another. We're all one, whether you're black, white, you name it, Muslim, Christian, whatever you are, we're all human. We're all sharing this planet. And at the end of the day, they will tell you, oh, hey, there are borders. No. This planet is ours. It is ours. When they tell you, oh, you need a visa, no. We need to break down those borders now. Nobody is illegal anywhere. Right. You go to China, you go to Russia, you go to Morocco, you go to anywhere, Europe, you name it. You are legal there because guess what? This is our planet, right? That's right. That's one. Two, they will tell you, oh, we cannot end fossil fuels. We cannot use renewable energy. We cannot save this planet. No, that is our future. We will fight for it. We will die for it. We will save our planet because if we cannot have clean water today, if we cannot have food, water for our neighbors, whether you are in this country or outside of this country, then this is not a planet that we want to live in. We want to live in a planet that is safe and good for every single person, right? Yeah. Now, I am a daughter of immigrants. But I don't say I am a daughter of immigrants. I am a citizen of the world because wherever I go, I should be able to meet my community there, eat food with them, share bread, do whatever because we are one soul. And when one is in pain, every single one of us should be in pain. When one of us is starving and hungry, every single one of us is starving and hungry. When we are seeing souls dropping on the daily in Palestine, in Sudan, in Yemen, here in this country, because they do not value life because you happen to have a little more melanin. No, every life, every soul, every person deserves to be fought for. Every person deserves to have food and water, and every person deserves to live. That's right. And that's all I have to say. Also, I did go around giving flyers to everybody. I do fundraising. So there's a Patrice fashion show coming up. It's going to be all donated to Palestine and Sudan. I do donate to Congo as well and local organizations such as MAM in Hand to help support because every fight is my fight. So every fight should also be your fight. Thank you.
Yo, give it up for Rokia.
Yeah.
I got some tents. We're gonna start moving over there.
All right.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
People power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
People power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
People power. We got the power. People power. Immigrants are welcome here. Donald Trump, can't you hear? Immigrants are welcome here. Donald Trump, can't you hear? Immigrants are welcome here.
She was here somewhere. I don't know where she's at though. Reminds me say eyes. Oh, you know what? These shirts should come back.
What shirts?
The I am a child.
Oh.
That was from DC. I will not do that again.
I love you guys. Unido, más agradecido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Ay, sí. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Mark, hi. Thank you for being here with us tonight.
Me gusta limón. Pero no me gusta. Tanta corrupción. Me gusta la lima. Me gusta limón. Pero no me gusta. Esa detención.
Really, Harry?
La lima. Me gusta limón. Pero no me gusta. Tanta corrupción.
We turned the lights on tonight. We can really see them. Huh? It's awesome.
Ay, 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 ay. Somos Aurora. Say you want to tear us apart. Together we stand Aurora. Ay, 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 ay. Somos Aurora. You say you want to tear us apart. Together we stand Aurora. Ay, 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 ay. Somos Aurora. You say you want to tear us apart. Together we stand Aurora. Ay, 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 ay. Somos Aurora. You say you want to tear us apart. Together we stand Aurora. Ay, 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 ay. Somos Aurora. You say you want to tear us apart. Together we stand Aurora. Ay, 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 ay. Somos liberación. No están solos, no están solas, juntos hacemos la liberación. No están solos, no están solas, juntos hacemos la liberación. No están solos, 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 no están solos.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you to my moderators for doing such a good job. Thank you to all my subscribers and all my viewers. Join us every Monday night here in front of the Aurora Detention Center. We'll be here every Monday night until. Thank you, Jonathan. Sending love right back at you. Thank you. Remember, I love you. I will see you again sooner rather than later. Free Jeanette. Free Palestine. Free them all.
No están solos, no están